Now that Zach's gone.
Maybe JC will actually have more stuff to talk about. All right, let's get the intro out of the way. Gary, guess what? I'm hitting record.
You've known them to run their mouths about politics. Politics, schmalitics. Well, little did you know, they can run their mouths about other stuff as well. This is the Mark G Show. They have a natural curiosity about just about everything, from aliens, the paranormal, to the biggest natural disasters that have ever occurred on planet Earth, and everything in between. Two brothers from another mother ripping it up. And, oh no, we don't record the show. We have the balls to do it live. Call into the show at 207-370-5852. That's 207-370-5852. Be a part of the show. Let's do it. This is the Mark G Show. And now your hosts, Mark G and Gary G.
What is going on, everybody out in the social media land? Let me get our phone number back up. Holy shit, that kind of went over everything. What's going on, everybody? I am Mark G. We got a new face down here. We're going to go ahead and get a few things out of the way. First and foremost, let me give a shout out to our new co-host. We got JC, ladies and gentlemen. This man's a legend. He has taken Zach's spot. Unfortunately, Zach had a bad experience with Blue Chew. So Zach is not going to be able to join us for a while as he has a forever ending pointer. But maybe later on in a few months to six to 8 months, he was saying he should be back. The Blue Chew really screwed him up, y'all. It really did. No, in all realities, he's just having some issues, but he'll be back. But JC, welcome to the show, my man. Welcome to the show.
I'm glad to be here, man. Glad to be here.
I'm kind of interested to see where you're going to go with all the politic talk. It should be very interesting.
Yeah, should be.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we also got my brother from another mother. We got Gary G up there. Gary, what's happening, my man?
You know, it's funny because I was just listening to the intro, and I know we switched up the intro to get away from politics, but it is election season. But man, I really can't wait till this shit's over.
Right? I agree.
Yeah,
so we can go back to some other stuff.
It's just overwhelming. It's overwhelming. And I think it'll be fun to start dipping into some other topics. Although right now it's important to have these discussions, but damn.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, yes, as you can see, the phone lines are up and running. I did decline some people as we're just firing up. I'll answer phone calls here just shortly, so please bear with us. The phone lines are open. You got to be 18. If I automatically detect that you are under the age of 18, I will hang up on you. But we got a lot of stuff. And as Gary said, we are going to change the intro. The phone number has changed. But also we are trying to veer away from politics, but we can't right now. We are too close. We are literally 1 week away from election from today's date, 1 week away. Everybody's been doing the jobs, though. We're seeing the Republicans and conservatives have been out in droves casting their votes early, which is phenomenal. So if you can still get out there, I believe tomorrow is the last day to vote early. After tomorrow, you will have to wait till voting day. Marty, we are on YouTube, sir. So if you get out there, vote early tomorrow. Get out there. Wherever your early voting is, get out there and vote. And if they try kicking you out of line, the reason why I'm saying that, thank you for the like. I appreciate it. If they try kicking you out of the polling lines, stay there and stay fit because they cannot legally kick you out of the voting lines. We'll be talking about that as well because there is a lawsuit that just got initiated by Trump and his administration. I believe it's in Pennsylvania. They're currently suing for the actions that took place today. So we got a lot of shit. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go over to my screen share. So that way there, JC kind of sees what we're talking about because there has been a new commercial, one of my favorite commercials so far by Trump. I'm not sure if you've seen any of the new Trump commercials, JC.
No, I saw one the other day, but I hadn't seen many.
Really? All right, give me 1 second here. We got a bunch of freaking notifications coming in. I'm trying to fix them real quick. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me, there we go. That should fix this so we can actually see those notifications popping up. All right, let's go to the new Trump commercial. Let me get that screen share up and rocking and rolling. I thought it was up, but it disappeared when JC popped in. There we go. All right, so my brother Gary's probably going to kill me because I sent him like 30 different messages. X, I love X. Ladies and gentlemen, tell me if you are not on X, you got to get on X because holy shit, there's a lot of information out there. Like if you don't like mainstream media, X is the place to get. Sometimes I like to tell everybody, actually, yeah, let me get that out of the way. Anything you're going to hear on the show tonight are the views and the opinions of myself and the guest on the show. Do the information as you please, but also do your own damn research. It's really what it boils down to. You got to do your own research. And
Next
Jessica Williams.
Just type in the Mark G Show on YouTube.
Yes, type in the Mark G Show on YouTube or click on the link in my bio and then click the YouTube link and it'll bring you straight to the YouTube channel. All right, what we're going to do real quick is I want to play this Trump commercial. I love this Trump commercial, so we're going to get this one out of the way right now. Let me go over here and we're going to click on it.
When I first came into office, I cut taxes more than any other president. We have created 7 million new jobs, and it led to a growth like we've never seen before. We developed the greatest economy in history by far. When I left office, it changed. Inflation destroyed the lives of so many people. Interest rates went from 2% to 10%. Millions of illegal immigrants, traffickers, and drugs coming into our country. Our country has gone to hell. So I made a decision to run. We're going to make America great again, greater than ever before. I will fight for you with every breath, and I will never let you down.
I'm gonna fight like a G, they all gon' see, and if I die, I'm gonna die free.
The iconic moment right there.
Putting his life on the line.
Iconic.
And he's willing to risk it all because he loves this country.
He is strong, he is fearless, and he is what this country needs right now.
Our cities will be safe, our streets will be clean, and our border will be secure.
We can't allow our country to be destroyed by politicians who will put their own power ahead of the interests of the American people, our freedom, and our future.
The left told me to hate Trump. When you cut through the lies, you realize the truth. American families were better when Donald Trump was president. We were safer, wealthier, and stronger.
So if you love this country, if you want to stand up and fight for the future of our nation, you must re-elect Donald J. Trump.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Love that commercial. Love that commercial. What are your thoughts, Gary? Because the first time you've seen that commercial, ain't it?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that one?
It's Trump.
It's Trump. That's what I was going to
it's
say.
It's like you said the other day. If you've seen a Trump rally, you've seen a Trump rally. Like all of his commercials are essentially the same. He's covering all the bullet points. I think it's good. I think it drives a good little hype. I'm a Trump supporter, so I like it.
Yep.
I'm biased though, so I don't know if that, helps.
All right, so let's go back a little bit. Gary, you watched Garden State, the rally out in New York.
Oh, at the
what is it, MSG, they call it? The MSG rally?
Something.
Madison State Garden.
Yeah,
there we
Madison,
go.
Yeah, Madison Square Garden. Madison Square Garden. Yeah.
Madison Square Garden. There we go.
Yeah.
Did you watch the whole rally?
I watched. Yeah. Fuck, dude. Seriously. That shit is annoying, dude. Like, I'm really like, you don't need 48 fucking speakers before you get up. And I understand he goes big and all that shit, but damn, I was so bored by the time it got to him. I ended up, when he came on, I was like, I got to fucking walk the dog. So I paused it and I had to go outside and walk the dogs. And it was like, I just wasted 2 hours watching a bunch of people.
There were some good speakers, though. There were some good speakers.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, the only one I was really like stoked on was like, RFK was there, right? If I'm remembering.
Yeah, RFK was there. Tulsi Gabbard was there.
Elon was there. And like, aside from that, what's his name? The Fox guy.
Tucker Carlson.
Tucker. Like, I like Tucker. He seems like a dork. He reminds me of one of my aunts. I kind of like him. And like, Tucker, RFK, Tulsi, Elon. I mean, those were
Did you see
great.
Tony Hinchcliffe?
No, I didn't catch the beginning of it, but I've seen a lot of the clips online circulating.
So did you, hold on, before I even get into any of this other stuff, so you haven't seen the full Tony Hinchcliffe comedy scene?
No.
Oh, Lord have mercy. All right. JC, have you seen the full Tony Hinchcliffe?
Probably about 90% of it.
All right. I hope to God we don't get banned on TikTok, but I have to play this because you know what? It was Tony Hinchcliffe, Trump. Let me see if I can pull it up this way. The Tony Hinchcliffe was fucking phenomenal. And they're coming after him real. Oh, stand by. We're already ringing in. Hold on. That'll give me a second to talk. Oh, and they hung up.
All right.
All right. Let's find the Tony Hinchcliffe beginning here. Let me see here. I want to find the full one. 46 seconds.
And the thing is, it's like he's a comedian.
He is.
And he says a lot of like really edgy shit. If anybody's ever watched Kill Tony, they have an idea of the type of comedy he does. And, you know, as a comedian, you take risks and you say some things, and sometimes it's not gonna hit right.
Yeah. It's not, I mean, everybody's got different tastes for different comedians. I mean, Tony Hinchcliffe, I find him fucking hilarious.
He's all right. He's all right.
And I listen to Kill Tony almost every fucking night that I work. I just recently discovered him, actually. I want to say I discovered Tony Hinchcliffe, Kill Tony podcast. I want to say I discovered it a month ago. And I'm still trying to get caught up. Oh my God, dude. I am fucking in love with it right now. I get a kick out of it. 60 seconds for comedians to win people over.
Yeah. And
that
a lot of people bomb.
Oh, so bad.
Really bomb.
There was one that I watched. Oh, you're gonna.
Go ahead, Tuck.
There was one that I watched, and like it was at the Madison Square Garden, and one of the guys came up and he just bombed, and he had this like really goofy, kind of like annoying laugh that was like a nervous tick. And fucking Tony Hinchcliffe leaned into him and talked so much shit to this dude. And I genuinely like felt bad for this guy. And I was just like, this is a regular dude. He's never done this before. But at the same time, comedy is not for the faint of heart. And
it's funny you say that laugh tick though, right? You said he laughed because he got nervous.
Yeah.
There's a lot of talk that's why Kamala Harris is always laughing. It's a nervous tick. She can't do well in crowds and in front of people. She's not. Well, fuck. Why does my camera do that?
You did this.
Yeah, I
That's
did
like a
do that.
zoom in
Hold on.
thing.
Yeah, we're gonna unzoom that. I know. Fuck. But
Look at that ugly mug.
Dude, screw you. Screw you. Wow.
Did I
that
zoom
went.
in? Here, I'll pull a mark here. Hold on.
No. I don't want that zoom in. There we go.
Here we go.
All right. So yeah. Dear God, look at that booger up there, man.
Is there a booger?
No. So no, there's a thing that she has a nervous tick. So that way when she's doing these public speaking, she's talking to people, she's always chuckling. It's a nervous tick. That's what a lot of people are saying now. There's some body language people that I've listened to that have talked about this with her. So it would be kind of interesting. If you can't really have a president that's going to have a nervous tick. Could you imagine her sitting in front of Putin trying to negotiate things and just constantly laughing at him? That'll be a disgrace, and he will take it as fucking that she's literally just shitting on him.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be good for our country. But speaking of Russia, they just tested out a brand new nuke that could reach California in 30 minutes and reach, I think there was one other country that could reach in like 10 minutes. It was insane. No, Mama Jules, it definitely doesn't make her any less cringy.
It's funny you say that. I literally just last night watched a YouTube video on like all of the nuclear capabilities around the world right now. And the one that Russia has is pretty terrifying. I mean, nukes in general are fucking terrifying, but there's some pretty destructive shit out there right now that could really end humanity.
Yeah, absolutely. So, ladies and gentlemen, if we get banned on TikTok, please know you can find us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, X, as well as Rumble. But I'm going to play this Tony Hinchcliffe in its full entirety because Gary has not seen it all.
11 minutes. Is that 11 minutes? You're going to play 11 minutes?
I'm going to play it quite a bit. Dude, fuck off. The Hillary Clinton one, dude, you got to hear when he goes after Hillary Clinton. It is awesome. Like he said, he's not suicidal. All right, let's go ahead and play this. Here we go.
I did see that one.
Madison Square Garden, how we feeling, huh? Wow, isn't this special? 17 years ago, I was sleeping in my car behind the Comedy Store in LA, and I'm proud to say this is my 4th time performing at Madison Square Garden, the most famous arena in the damn world. The American dream alive and well right here. This is very different than where I'm used to performing, though. I'm used to nighttime with people drinking, not so many babies in the crowd, and people that are obviously only here for Lee Greenwood tonight. Normally, I don't make my political beliefs a known thing. It's divisive for a comedian to do that, but just know I sleep well at night knowing who I'm voting for.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. When I lay down and my head hits my pillow.
He plugs it so bad right at the beginning, dude.
It is a fantastic pillow, by the way. I was staying at the Four Seasons up by Central Park one night, and I laid my head down, and it felt so good. And I thought to myself, what an amazing pillow. I have a little bit of money now. I could buy a good pillow. And I took the pillowcase off, and there it was. My pillow, my pillow, my pillow. And damn it, I bought 4 of them.
Guess I'm going to have to buy one to see what it's all about.
Kill Tony, you can also buy 4 My Pillows. There's serious stuff happening, people. I live in the great state of Texas now. 18 years in Ohio, 20 years in California, and I got to see California turn to absolute horrendous thing. And traveling the world, I got to see San Francisco turn into one of the most demented cities, one of the greatest downfalls I've ever seen. And that is where the other candidate worked for 2 decades. And it's absolutely wild to see. And in Texas, stuff is really crazy. We're right there by a wide open border. Where are my proud Latinos at tonight? You guys see what I mean? It's wide open. There's so many of them. It's absolutely incredible. Believe it or not, people, I welcome migrants to the...
I'm going to pause for a second so we don't get like copyrights. We'll talk about it real quick. So it's funny that I made a post on my Facebook regards to Tony Hinchcliffe. And I got a message, a comment underneath my Facebook post. I can't say who it's from, so she doesn't come after me, attack me. Gary knows who it is. She's like, comedians, that's a rally for presidential comedians and stars shouldn't be on it. Hasn't Kamala Harris been having singers, rappers, and movie stars coming on this, on the stage and promoting her and doing little mini concerts and shit?
Yeah.
So they're getting offended by a comedian coming on stage to, talk his love for Donald Trump. And it is true, though. How many secret Trumpers do you think that are out there that are saying that they're voting for Kamala, but they're really voting for Trump?
Probably a lot.
I'm gonna say at least 60% in all reality. I'm gonna say it's like a 60% range. It's got to be.
That's a little more generous than I would say, but it's probably a lot.
All right,
people like to toe the line, what I mean? And they don't want to go against the grain.
40% maybe.
Yeah. I think it's a lot, but
that's a lot.
Yeah, 35-40% is quite a bit. Let's continue with Tony here. He's about ready to bash on somebody.
United States of America with open arms. And by open arms, I mean like this. It's wild. And these Latinos, they love making babies too. Just know that. They do. There's no pulling out. They don't do that. They come inside, just like they did to our country.
Oh, shit.
Republicans are the party with a good sense of humor.
Facts.
Free speech
We don't
is
get
under
offended.
attack, people. I host a show, and each week I get updates what words we're allowed to use and not use anymore. It's happening right now the past few years. It's a real thing. And, used to be able to tell people to Google stuff. My mom's a boomer in the state of Ohio, and there's no convincing her of anything. She's eating the cats. She's eating the dogs. They're eating the pets up there. It is absolutely wild times. It really, really is. And, you know, there's a lot going on. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico. Okay.
So it's funny because this right here is what's going all over social media, and they're bashing him, saying Donald Trump needs to come out and apologize. Number one, it's a joke. He's mentioned that he's vacationed out of there, but literally Puerto Rico does have an absolute trash problem. Like, there's a bunch of news articles out there right now that they have run out of spots to put trash, and trash is taking over the island. Like, they legitimately have it where it's messing with their water, it's messing with their soil. Like, there's so much fucking trash. So it is a joke in a sense, but at the same time, maybe it's something that Donald Trump's going to try helping them work on, because they got to figure out that trash problem. Puerto Rico does have a trash problem.
I honestly want to go to Puerto Rico. I know a handful of people that have gone there, and they say it's a pretty amazing spot. I would love to go there.
All right, so like, there's a lot of Puerto Rican that are saying, like, I listened to this fucking thing. It wasn't bad at all. They got a kick out of it because it's true that they have a trash issue.
Yeah, and it's comedy. It's supposed to be offensive. Like, that's what it is.
Yep. Like, if you're at a comedy show, and most comedians will sit there and do what they call crowd work and roast the living fuck out of you. That new one there, the one that all the ladies freaking wet their pants over, what's his name? Matt Rife. Yeah, so like Matt Rife, man, he roasts everybody in the fucking crowd. And he goes deep, man. It's great. All right, let's continue watching him.
All right. Okay. We're getting there. Again, normally I don't follow the national anthem, everybody. This isn't exactly a perfect comedy setup. There's some people here. All right. Very good. I like it. I have other policies that I think it should be implemented as well. Like me personally, I think football should be all year round. Yeah. So many great athletes. Right? I don't know about you guys, but I think that Travis Kelce might be the next O.J. Simpson.
Look at JC's face on that one. Now you know who that is, right, Gary?
Feels good in here.
Okay, so the football.
I don't follow football. I follow skateboarding and CrossFit.
So Kelce, the football player he just mentioned that's going to be the next OJ, is the one that's dating Taylor Swift right now.
Oh. Okay.
So now do you get the joke?
Yes.
Okay. Zach, before I play Tony Hinchcliffe, from all of us here at the Mark G Show, we really hope that breakout that you had with Blue Chew really does get fixed soon, my man. We do apologize that Blue Chew gave you such an issue.
Yeah, 6 months of wood is hard to deal with.
Yeah, so we got praise for you, Zach. We got praise going out to you, my man. Yeah, it's very hard. All right, let's go ahead and continue with Tony Hinchcliffe. Here we go.
The other side's got a lot of crazy endorsements. Swift, Eminem, Leo DiCaprio, Beyonce. Every day the Democratic Party looks more and more like a P. Diddy party. Oh, okay. Okay, that's what you guys want. All right. Heck yeah. It's cool. Black guy with a thing on his head. What the hell is that? A lampshade? Look at this guy. Oh my goodness. Wow. I'm just kidding. That's one of my buddies. He had a Halloween party last night. We had fun. We carved watermelons together. It was awesome.
Oh my God.
This is a groany little morning crowd, huh? It's tough to follow this audition for the next Commissioner Gordon's over here. It is, though. It's crazy times we're living in. I mean, all these pointless wars. It is unbelievable what's happening right now. It is incredible. Ukraine versus Russia, Israel, it's like bad soccer games. Who even cares? What are we doing? Why is our money involved in these wars? When it comes to Israel and Palestine, we're all thinking the same thing. Settle your stuff already. Best out of 3.
Best out of 3.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Oh,
you know
boy.
the Palestinians are going to throw rock every time. But you also know the Jews have a hard time throwing that paper. You know what I'm saying? All right, we're having fun now. We're cooking. Hillary Clinton said that this is a Nazi rally here today. Can you believe that? For the most anti-war president of my entire lifetime, and she calls him Hitler. Let me remind you, Hillary, it was your husband who shot innocent people, or as he called them, interns. Yeah, Hillary, I bet you did not see that one coming. By the way, if I commit suicide in 3 weeks, I didn't. I mean, it's just obvious to me who the right candidate is. There's a guy out here dodging bullets. It is unbelievable, right?
That's when he's pretty much done cracking his jokes. But dude, it's great. Yep. It's great. Like this. So yeah, they went off on the Puerto Rico comment, and they went off on the and what was the other one there? The Puerto Rico and on the watermelon joke. They lost it on them. Yeah, they lost it on them. That's what TikTok's blowing up on right now, and all the liberals on X are blowing up on. Whoopi Goldberg went off on them on fucking The View and everything else regards to it. Like. I think people have lost a sense of comedy these days. What was it? That one comedian there that had cancel culture come after him recently, Dave Chappelle. They went after Dave Chappelle for a joke they did against the LGBTQ plus alphabet community there. I mean, he went off on him.
If you follow stand-up comedy at all, you'll notice that right now, a lot of like racial comedy has made like a huge comeback. And it's pretty fucking hilarious because they're doing it like very tactfully. And I think it's great. I think it's great to see people kind of having the ability to take these jokes lighthearted again. It's like, we're not talking shit about anybody. We're making fun of everybody. And people need to be okay with that.
Yep.
Exactly. So I see you got some meat there that you're about ready to shove in your mouth, Gary.
I got some chicken and some veggies.
Like always. So I've got regards to Tony's Puerto Rican joke. This is a lady here that she responded to a bunch of people that was whining about it on TikTok. We're gonna play this, and then we're gonna also show at MSNBC how they aired the rally. So this is this lady's response to Tony Hinchcliffe's joke.
I've already had a few people tag me in the videos of the comedian today at the Trump rally insulting Puerto Rico, or what they felt like was an insult. As a Puerto Rican American myself, my dad grew up in Puerto Rico. I was not insulted by this in the very least. Number one, this guy is a comedian. Number two, the clip that they don't show you from right before that is him joking with Latino Americans about a bunch of stuff in our culture. And if you know anything about a Latino American or a Hispanic American, we are our worst critics. We harass and make fun of each other. Or if you gave two shits about Puerto Rico or learned anything that's going on there, you would know that this guy's not talking about Puerto Rican people. He's talking about the island of Puerto Rico, which has a massive pollution problem. Tons of trash washes up on this beach every single day, and it looks like a landfill. And there's been a huge problem there since the last hurricane. You know, the one that wiped out people's houses that they did nothing to help with? What a cheap shot they're trying to make while Kamala Harris is at African-American church in Pennsylvania with a whole new accent she picked up today.
Dude, that one's got
But guys,
the
it's
accent.
not working. It's just not working. Don't come after us Latino Americans, and definitely don't come after us Puerto Rican Americans, because we ain't here for your guys' bullshit. New York City is turning red. Trump will be the next president of the United States, and you guys are going to have to learn how to live with it. And if under some miracle, even though he's winning in every single swing state, he isn't, we're going to stay here and we're going to fight for the next 4 years to get our country back, no matter what happens, because God only knows we'll be in the middle of World War III by then.
So yeah, you know, and there's a lot of videos from the Latinos. Matter of fact, somebody from Puerto Rico, a state representative, just backed up Trump as well.
I have a lot of friends that are Latino and Latinas, and like they're great, and they are, a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them are supporting Trump, and exactly what she said is 100% right. Like they talk shit to each other, they razz each other up, and that's like, if you get a couple of, like me and you, the amount of shit that you and I talk to each other, it's not because we're disrespecting each other. It's like, that's how people.
That's how we talk, man. Yeah.
Well, but that's just not how. That's how people who are not like overly sensitive they just talk shit to each other. And it's out of respect, actually. And that's the interesting thing is people have a hard time the people who are weak and soft have a hard time understanding, like, if you're talking shit to somebody and you're a friend with them, it's like, it's camaraderie. It's not a bad thing. It's what you do.
Exactly. I mean, that's why, JC had Mr. Walls teach him how to shoot. It was great.
Oh my God. Well, funny story. My business partner was there.
No, really? During the photo up there where he was trying to load the damn shotgun?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It was pretty.
Tell me about this. I don't know about this. What happened?
Tim Walls can't load a shotgun for the life of him, and they recorded it, and literally they were showing the failure live on webcam to make Tim Walls look like this all-American guy when he couldn't even load the shotgun, dude. And mind you, he was high-ranking in the military.
Yeah. He was he called in the hunting industry and he wanted to get our side of the story. Well, I wasn't going. Not going to happen. But so my business partner went because he's been in the business for 25 years. He went, and it was as bad or worse than what got recorded.
Dear
God. He was like, this guy can't talk to me about anything. What do you want me to? I mean, he can't. I mean, literally, he said it wasn't like the first time it jammed. He's like, that was a short clip.
Oh, dear God. Was it his own rifle, too?
Probably not.
So he was in the military but can't load a rifle?
Yeah, I mean,
did he have a cozy desk job in the military? He wasn't like frontline infantry or anything like that, right?
I can't remember what his MOS was. Hold on, let me see. Let me see what Tim Walls' MOS was. Hold on. What was Tim Walls' MOS? Let's see what his MOS was. Give me 1 second.
So for us ignorant people here, what's an MOS?
MOS is a military occupational of service. So that's what they did. Oh, dear God. My employee must be listening. He just texted me and goes, white dudes for Harris. All right, listen. Caleb. Do not text me that crap. All right, let's see. Tim Walls served Southern Minnesota, 3 committees, United States House of Representatives, Armed Services. It doesn't tell us what his MOS was. Oh, wait. Army National Guard, 17, retired 24 years later, Command Sergeant Major. Overseas Battalion of Support of Operation During Freedom. Yeah, it doesn't tell us at all what his MOS was. If anybody in the chat knows what his MOS was, please let me know. I would be curious to know what his MOS was. I'm guessing because when he said he was deployed, he was literally on a cushy job overseas in Italy. He never went to the sandbox. He didn't do none of that. He's literally had a cushy job.
Where was that he said he was, and he was really in Nebraska?
Fuck. I think
Japan or China.
It was China. It was China during their when they were trying to march for freedom in China.
How do you get those two places confused?
That's $1 million question.
You got 500 people. They ain't got that many people marching in town. And then you got 1 billion over there marching. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Sully, you're going to make me look up 92 Alpha. I don't know what the friggin' MOS is in. Hold on. 92 Alpha, Sully says.
No, he just said, just kidding.
Oh, dear God. A logistical specialist? Dear God. I mean, you never know. He could have been a logistical specialist, Sully, but yeah, I'm curious what. Oh, shit. That would be fucking hilarious. All right. Regardless, but yeah. And then there's a bunch of allegations going on Tim Walls right now too that I'm not going to air right now because we don't know how true it is. Just like Kamala Harris, there's allegations right now going around that she's been at some of the P. Diddy freak parties. There's been a couple reports from some the reporters on X that have got intel on it, but haven't released it yet, and I don't know what's holding them back. I believe it's legalities of it, so they're waiting to get the rest of the proof.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So just let me put that out there, folks. This is just stuff that I read on X. I don't know whether it's true or not, so I'm not saying she has been, but there's allegations that she was. I'm just going to leave it there. So we'll probably get flagged here at some point. But speaking of being flagged, so during the during the big old Trump rally. By the way, I don't think Kamala could ever hold a rally as huge as Trump did out in New York. This is how it was being streamed on MSNBC. Big banner lettering, Trump MSG rally comes 85 years after pro-Nazi rally at famed arena.
But that jamboree happening right now, you see it there on your screen, in that place is particularly chilling because in 1939, more than 20,000 supporters of a different fascist leader, Adolf Hitler.
See, they're still calling fascists even on MSNBC. It's bullshit.
Pro-America rally. A rally where speakers voiced anti-Semitic rhetoric from a stage draped with Nazi banners. When a Jewish protester rushed the stage, the Associated Press reported, quote, instantly, a dozen or more stormtroopers set upon him, knocking him down and beating him as he held his head in his arms. Most of his clothing was torn from his body. Later, he was booked for disorderly conduct. Now, against that backdrop of history, Donald Trump, the man who has threatened to use the military against opponents,
By the way, that's false news. He never said that whatsoever, everybody. That is false news being portrayed by mainstream media, which is absolutely sickening. He never once said that.
Isn't that a play out of the Marxist playbook, is to accuse your opponent of doing exactly what you're doing to keep everybody confused?
There is, and I wish I could see. I listen to Dan Bongino so much too. I should remember. Dan Bongino listed a book that is literally the full play that the Democratic Party's doing right now. It is 100% a full play out of the Marxist handbook.
I mean, it's projection is what it's projecting, right?
Yeah.
Karl Marx said, accuse your enemy of what you are doing. So that's straight up Karl Marx. Yeah, it says, accuse your enemy of what you're doing as you're doing it to create confusion.
It's exactly what they're doing. I mean, they tried calling him Hitler.
Yeah.
Which he's far from it. Matter of fact, during the rally, because I was watching the rally, of course, I was browsing X too to see all the comments that are going to come out on X. There was someone had a Jewish flag, and not a Jewish flag, but an Israel flag hanging over one of the banners. And a liberal had the flag. They took a picture of the flag with big old circles and they posted on X saying, look at this Nazi flag. It's literally an Israel flag. It's not Nazi, but they're calling a Nazi flag, trying to say that they had the Nazi flag flying during the rally. I don't think I shared that to you, but I wish I would have. But it's fucking insane, dude. They're coming after him hard and they're using so much fake rhetoric. Like, so the GPS, this came out here. The GPS when he was there, by the way, on people's phones, was a total of 98,678 mobile devices were at the immediate vicinity of that area. That was fucking Trump sending a text. All right, you know what? I'm going to put my phone like that so it stops going off. So yeah, just under 20,000 people were inside the venue. Do you think Kamala Harris could hold a rally like that?
Not a damn chance.
No.
So let's go to this one here. So now listen, I don't know who did this, but it's kind of big news, right? We don't know if it was a liberal. We don't know if it was a friggin' Republican. So I'm not going to make any accusations. But what we do know is that this is one of the biggest forms of election interference that you can have. People are burning the friggin' ballot boxes, the drop-off boxes outside of businesses. This one was here is in Portland, Oregon. If you look at that, literally just burnt the inside of it. That is 100% election interference. Like I said, I can't say whether or not if it was a liberal, whether or not it was a conservative, but I don't care who it was. This is absolutely bullshit. And it's election interference at its full blown right there.
I mean, call me crazy, but this doesn't seem like the behavior that would be consistent with conservatives.
It doesn't, but you got to remember, we did state before in other podcasts that there are people who are far, far right, and there are people who are far, far left. So that's why I wouldn't put it past somebody who could be, that has mental issues that are on the far right as well, that has done this, but they shouldn't, because if you're looking at the numbers right now, Trump is way ahead.
And Republicans are very proactive this year with early voting.
100%. I know. I've already voted. I think did you finally drop off your ballots?
I filled it out. I need to go drop it off. I think I'm going to CrossFit tomorrow, so I'll be driving past the post office.
I say tomorrow's your last day.
Yeah.
It's the 30th, so you got to drop it off tomorrow.
Yep.
JC, did you already vote?
Oh, yeah.
JC's like, why'd you even fucking ask me that question?
Like 30 seconds after it opened, I was like, dude, okay, see y'all.
So, yeah, speaking of that, folks, if you haven't voted yet and you want to vote early, because listen, we don't know what's going to happen on the day of voting. There's already been a planned terrorist attack. They got him. They arrested him, but there was already we got somebody calling in. Hey, all right, let's answer it. Let's see what's going on here. Give me 1 second.
This is a call for. This is going to be one absolutely.
All right, caller, hold on 1 second. I'll put you into the I will put you into the show. Give me 1 second here. Uh-oh. Or maybe I won't.
Or maybe I just hung up on him. Whatever.
I may have. Hold on. Oh, no, high keyboard. There we go. All right, we're bringing you in now, caller. All right, caller, you're on the show.
Hello?
Hey, what's going on, my man?
I was just going to say, this is Country Film, brother. All this crap going on in the world is kind of crazy.
It is absolutely crazy, my man.
Everybody needs to calm down, because I just saw you was live about that vote thing burning, whatever.
Yep, the ballot boxes there, the drop-off boxes burning.
Yeah, that's crazy. People need to calm down.
I couldn't agree with you more, my man. I couldn't agree with you more.
But I'll let y'all keep talking. Nice talking with y'all.
You too, my man. You take care.
Hey, Country Pimp.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's right. There is a phone line. You guys can call at any given time. We'll try to answer. If I miss your call, just try calling back again. We will get you all on the show. Let's go on to it. So election interference at its best. Right there, burning down the ballot box. There's even more election interference. We're going to get to that here. But I do want to play this audio. For those who might be on the fence about Kamala Harris, this audio right here should mess with you. JC, have you seen this one floating around yet?
I haven't said no. I don't think so.
All right, get ready to listen to this one.
Hi, my name is Sally Hartman. I'm a volunteer with the Center for Worker Justice. I want to know, when you become president, would you be committing to close immigration detention centers?
Absolutely, on day one. On day one.
So in other words, instead of closing our borders, she's going to close the detention centers. And when that happens, when she closes down the detention centers, she releases more illegal immigrants out into America to, live on the streets if there ain't no housing for them, or give them more housing. The hotels that they've been building, the friggin' duplexes and stuff like that they literally been building just for the illegal immigrants.
Yep.
So she's looking to flood our streets more with the legal immigrants. It just came out of her mouth right there.
Yep.
And so what other proof do you guys want? Oh, this one. So remember how Kamala Harris has been saying she's worked at McDonald's?
Yeah.
I came across this yesterday. I was like, oh shit, this has got to make it on the show. So they took a photo of Kamala Harris, quote unquote, found one of her old photos.
Oh.
Gary, you got to watch this photo of her working at McDonald's.
Either you sent this to me on TikTok or I came across this on TikTok, but I just saw this.
I'm sure most of us by now have seen this picture, because the left is fucking passing around like fucking joint. But I just saw another video talking about, this photo's Photoshopped, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, I'm going to go look and do my own research. Y'all check this shit out. So this is reaganfamily.ca. It's a little family website. And up there at the top, you see that Suzanne Bernier memorial page, passed away back in 2007. Yeah, click on that, which brings you to this, which is her memorial page. And you scroll down and you get down here to memories of Suzanne. And if you click on the growing years, you literally see.
So I want everybody who's watching right now, listen, if you're listening on Apple and Spotify, you'll have to come back and look at the video. We're about 44 minutes in. And look at this photo. This is literally a photo of a lady standing in front of a hutch with a McDonald's uniform on. And it's a further away photo. So look at the hutch, look at her surroundings. It's a white chick, obviously, right? Look at the way she's holding her hands.
This picture, McDonald's swing manager.
Whoops.
Y'all, it's the same motherfucking picture. It's the
AI, man. The artificial intelligence of face swapping. Or Photoshop. And that one could easily be Photoshopped as well. But yeah. And this one was passed out. This photo of her was passed out by her election team. They're the ones that posted this photo.
same picture. It is the exact same picture. Photoshopped with Kamala's face. Look at that shit, y'all. I mean, come on. But the left is passing this around like it's some kind of aha gotcha moment. Yo.
Fucking trippy, ain't it?
Dude. That's pretty wild.
Right?
But it's like, I want to know. So this chick said she did her own research, and I'm just playing devil's advocate here. So this chick said she's going to do her own research and somehow found this.
Stumbled across this picture.
This random website for a random family and decided to click on like all these links and found that exact photo. How? Like, how the fuck did that photo come up on a small family website about somebody's memorial?
What I'm thinking may have happened is the video she watched probably showed her the same steps. And then that's how she did it. So yeah, I mean, could someone made a memorial site? All right, hold on. Let me go to the website. As y'all know, I'm pretty good with websites. Let's see here. Where's the website that she talks about? Let me go to the website here. Let's see.
Years.
Oh, let me blow it up here so I can see what website I need to look up here.
Reagan family something or another, right? So go back a little more.
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, it was Reagan family something.
Go back. ReaganFamily.ca. That's the website, right? That's what it says.
Yeah, Ontario. Okay, ReaganFamily.ca. 1 second. Reagan family. Whoops. Reagan family.
Oh, there it is. I was looking. I was like, where are y'all seeing this?
Yeah. You're not going to see it right now because I've kind of got it on another screen real quick.
And is there any way you can go to like a web hosting site and find out, is this website really an older website?
I can look up the domain, right? I can look up the domain once I find the actual website. I can search for the domain.
This website created? Like, I just want to be devil's advocate here, right? Because like, I would love to just shit all over Kamala's team, but it's like, what if somebody created this website? Because it doesn't look like it's a very complicated website. This is a very basic HTML website.
But most obituary websites are like that. So give me 1 second. Let me go back a little bit more here because I'm not able to see it here. Oh wait, REGAN. Hold on 1 second here.
REGAN family.
REGAN family. Yep. .ca. All right, let's go to the website here. Okay, so yeah, I mean it is pretty basic. Now let me go over here. I'm gonna go off our X screen real quick, folks, so I can show everybody what we're doing. So we're gonna go to it, ReaganFamily.ca. And then she said to click on the Susan Berner memorial page. All right, so real quickly, though, let me just check up the domain name. Let's do a domain registry check real quick. Hold on.
That just looked, I mean, you did a better job with Sully than they did this one.
Domain registry lookup. Let me look up the, let's do this real quick. Domain, who is search? Here we go. Let's look up the owner of this domain name.
And will it say like when it was created?
It should. Give me 1 second. It should see. So it is registered. So it is a GoDaddy domain. And registry expiration date, creation date 2006.
Interesting. So it is an older website.
It is an older website. It was created back on July 3rd of 2006.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Well,
So that's good. It wasn't something that was just recently created.
Yep. It wasn't
Okay.
just recently created. Now let's go. She said, where were we supposed to go now? Click here for the latest updates or the growing years,
the
right?
growing years, yep.
Thank you so much for the follow, Hunter. I appreciate it, my man. All right, let's go down. 'Cause now I want to see if we can find that McDonald's photo in here.
Bam.
Sure as shit.
God damn.
And you can tell it's her. Go up to the next picture. She's doing
So
it.
again, so my original question stands. So can you, like, if you do that Kamala photo, can you go to doesn't Google have a search where you can put in like a photo and find that photo wherever it is on the web? Is that what they use, like a reverse search?
I
Reverse
don't
lookup?
know. So Kamala
How do you
Harris.
find, that's a random obscure website.
It is.
Like for a family showing a tribute to one of their family members, right? So that's not like a highly trafficked website. So how did somebody find that original photo?
Right. You have to go really onto it, you'd have to find out who was the original person. So it was a lefty influencer duped fake image, New York Post. So the New York Post has got it saying a lefty influencer duped by a fake photo. I am not registering. Sorry. No. All right. We're out of here. I try to make it pay for it. They give me pop-ups. I'm out of there. But yeah, so it sounds like it was a lefty that duped it. So it may have just been floated around by that person.
So it's not even a real photo for Kamala's campaign.
No, it's absolutely duped.
Duped. Yep.
So what she was saying in her video then, I guess, is my question. She was saying that the left have been passing that photo around, saying that Kamala worked at McDonald's. Is that true? Because I've never seen that photo. I don't know anything about that photo, but I did see that video, the one that you just played, pop up on my TikTok.
So what they're saying is that was duped, and they're just saying it's being passed around by the leftists, saying that here's a photo of Kamala working at McDonald's.
Okay, so that's not Kamala's campaign team.
No, not that we just verified. That looks like that was just created by someone and posting it around.
Random person. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Michael Myers, we're not really debating anything out there right now. We're kind of just going over some posts and stuff to see, we're 7 days from election. And there's a lot of stuff happening right now, so we're just going through a lot of the stuff here that I literally just shared the hell out of my brother about. So that one should be kind of funny.
Yeah, I'm sorry to go down a little rabbit hole on that one. It was
No. It's good to go down a rabbit hole and debunk anything that we may come across. So now here we go. More. Oh yes. All right, so I showed you the Trump commercial. Let me show you this Kamala Harris. Now, it's Gary, how well do you know your wife?
Pretty good.
And you probably know if your wife was where she wanted to vote, you would know where your wife would be voting for, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You wouldn't argue with her because you trust your wife's instincts. You'd be like, okay, babe, if that's who you really want to vote for, you'd probably joke around with each other and give each other shit. But in all reality, that would be it, right?
Yeah.
She
we're on
wouldn't
the
have
same
to
page, though, but yeah.
Right. She wouldn't have to hide who she was voting for, right? From you?
No.
You're a married couple. There should be no hiding, right?
Correct.
Okay. This is a commercial that's being aired right now by the Kamala Harris administration.
This is a good one.
Yeah.
I've not seen this one either.
Your turn, honey.
In the one place in America where women still have a right to choose, you can vote any way you want. And no one will ever know.
Did you make the right choice?
Sure did, honey. Remember, what happens in the booth stays in the booth. Vote Harris Walls. Vote Common Good is responsible for the contents of this ad.
So they're assuming by playing that wives are just going to automatically hide who they're going to vote for from the husbands, acting as if the husband's a crazy far-rightist who's going to get pissy and do God whatever to their wife because they're voting for Kamala.
Exactly.
So they're trying to make right-wing men seem like we're demons and bad guys. That's what I'm getting out of that commercial. What is your thoughts on it, Gary, since your first time seeing it?
I could see why you would think that. And that's probably the message that they're trying to get across. I'm just trying to think of like what the tactic is for that commercial. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
If there's a deeper meaning to it, and it's like, are they trying to tell women to? I mean, I don't know. That's a weird one to me.
Your thoughts, JC?
I mean, I took it the same way you did, Mark. I was like, wow, when I saw
right? Yeah, I was taking it as if they were trying to say that anybody who's right wing, like any guy who's right wing, is crazy, and their wives have to just be silent and hide whoever they're hiding from. Like, they're trying to make us seem like, so they're trying to make Republicans, conservatives, anybody who's voting for Donald Trump, they're trying to demonize us to try to make us seem like we're these awful people and we're all about violence. And that commercial right there just kind of pushes, in my opinion, towards that agenda that they're trying to push out there to make us seem like we're these crazy people. In all reality, I don't know how many times I said it on this show that I truly don't care whoever fucking people want to vote for. If they're voting for Kamala, I'm just going to call them crazy. But at the end of the day, I'll still go out and have a beer with a person because there's other shit we're going to get along with that we have in common.
That's a lie. You don't drink.
No, well, okay, I don't drink. I'd have a soda when they have a beer. Okay, leave me alone. Just like, I don't pretend like Tim Walz does. That was the other thing I was going to bring about. There's a picture of Tim Walz. So during the rally of Trump, he went live with OC or AOC, whatever, that crazy chick there. Yeah. Okay, they were supposedly playing Madden together. They're gaming Madden as they were going over everything. With a controller like this, let me tell you, when this controller's on, let me show you something pretty cool about this. When you're gaming, it's kind of hard to see right now, but do you see how there's a light on right now on my controller?
Yeah.
You can't see it. There's a glare, but yes, the light does turn on.
Okay.
Yeah.
The photo of Tim Walz gaming is there's absolutely no fucking light on it. Like they took the picture and there's no light.
He's got the gaming headset on and his fingers, like if you're looking at his hand position with that controller, like that dude's not gaming.
Dude, and that's the thing with the left. Anything. They're faking 90% of their shit to try to make themselves relatable to the people out there, to try to build up their voting base by faking shit. And it's why fake who you are? Why not? If you think that you can win underneath your morals, underneath everything you believe in, push that agenda and see what happens. Because if people really want that agenda you're pushing, then they'll vote for you. Why do you got to lie about it? That's Biden won underneath all the lies and shit like that. But people knew who he's going for. They knew he was just a crazy old senile man that was fucking, his brain was rotten, and they still voted for him.
Yep.
And it's crazy. And do I believe, before somebody asked in the chats, I'm not sure if I get any liberals in, do I believe there's election interference in 2020? I do, in a sense of social media and mainstream media, the way they pushed it. The Hunter Biden laptop was a big one. If the truth really came out about the Hunter Biden laptop during election, I believe Trump would have won. If people actually knew about the laptop and knew it was real. But they pushed it as fake until Biden got in. And then all of a sudden, oh yeah, the laptop's real. Karim, we just finished up talking about the fake Kamala Harris picture from McDonald's. We just we kind of debunked that in a sense of that was pushed by just a crazy left winger that photoshopped it. So there's that. And then we'll talk about this real quick before we go into some of the other stuff. So Alex Jones did a big thing, and I kind of agree with him. Last week, Gary, you and I were talking about no matter which way that this election goes, whether Donald Trump gets elected or if Kamala Harris gets elected, we're in for a major shit show come January 6th. Like, my son is about ready to go to fucking, what is that fucking, where the hell did I say he's going again? Tennessee, yeah. He's going to Nashville, Tennessee. And fucking on the 20th. And like, I'm fearful for him for that because like there is some crazy ass shit that's going to be happening on the 6th. No matter who wins.
If he's going down there on the 20th, it'll be fine.
Or if it's too much of a shit show, he probably won't end up going.
Nah, it'll be fine by then.
You think it's going to be fine on the 20th?
Yeah, dude. It's 2 weeks past. It'll be fun.
Yeah, I don't know. So here's my thought process. If Donald Trump wins, when it comes time to certifying the votes and certifying the Electoral College votes, Kamala Harris is the one that has to certify them. She's the VP. The vice president has to certify them. I don't think she's going to. I think they're going to try pulling out every fucking trick that they can in the book to try to not solidify him to become the next president. And that alone will start up a major stir. And on top of that, they've been running drills in D.C. We'll be coming up to those videos here soon, too. They've been running drills with Blackhawks and shit like that in the past couple of days down in D.C.
They're always running drills, dude.
This is where Gary and I can go against each other a little bit, Joe, because listen, I'm talking about World War III or fucking a Civil War. And I believe if Kamala Harris does not certify the election, I believe we're going to see violence. If she refuses to certify the election, I believe you will see an uprising. You don't think we would? If she does not certify,
I think she'll certify them, but I mean,
I think she'll certify. Look, it's going to be controversial no matter who wins.
Right.
It's going to be chaos. It's going to be a shit show. I don't think this is what I was saying earlier this year. When Donald Trump wins, the left are going to lose their mind. They're going to start rioting and burning the cities again. That's just
right.
what they're going to do, right? And so that'll be chaos. And if Kamala wins, then the right aren't going to do anything because we're not the type of people to go out and burn our fucking cities down when we lose. We'll have to figure something else out, right? We'll be in for another 4 more years of who the hell knows what, but
well, in that case, I think we'll be defending our country if she comes in because I think that's when the country's going to see weakness.
I don't think they come on this soil.
I think if Kamala wins, then Trump. But the problem is, like I was saying earlier this year, if Trump wins, the left are going to start rioting and burning down cities. Then Trump will probably have to get the military involved. And then everyone's going to be like, see, he's a fascist. He's doing this and he invoked martial law and all of this stuff. But it's like the left are going to cause problems regardless of who wins. Does that make sense?
So you think the left will also start problems if Kamala wins?
Well, if Kamala wins, then we're fucked anyways, period. Like, it doesn't matter if she starts problems or the left starts problems. Like, the country's pretty much going to be a shit show, right? We're going to have completely open borders for another 4 years. People are going to continue to just illegally enter the country. It's going to cause a crazy imbalance with, like, businesses and everything. It's not
crime rate's going to go up. It's going to be
crime rate's going to go up. It's going to be a shit show, right? And then if Trump wins, the left are going to lose their shit and they're going to start rioting and burning down buildings. And then Trump's going to have to get the fucking military involved and it's going to be chaos. But I think if your kid's going to be traveling to Tennessee, Tennessee's a pretty conservative state. There's a lot of psychotic left people out there, but I think his trip will be fine. But I think no matter what happens, it's going to be kind of rough. I think this election, regardless of which side wins, is going to determine the future of the stability in America. I don't know if civil war is going to break out immediately. So I don't know. I think I think it's going to be interesting no matter what. I think we're living through a really unique moment in American history.
I'll be honest with you. I was actually going to send JC a message starting next month. Be like, hey, you want to go to Nashville? My son's already got a hotel room and everything else with 2 queen size beds. I know JC was showing my son a good time out in Nashville.
I know lots of spots.
And you're not far from there, right?
No, about 5 hours.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
Far enough, but not too far.
I mean, that's an hour plane ride, though.
Yeah, all right. I'm sure there's good hunting. No, there's not. There's no good, is in Nashville? No, that's
No, Nashville don't really. I mean, they got some. It's not good. You can go up in the mountains.
all right.
Yeah, I say he's going to be down the city life. He's going down for the food and stuff like that and the bars. That's what my son wants to do. He wants to hit the bars.
I was in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and I can tell you the food is heavy there, dude. He's only gonna be there a week or whatever. He's gonna come back a few pounds.
Three nights. He's going. I don't want to say it on air, but
Yeah.
It's
He's
like
gonna
3 nights.
he's gonna come back a little pudgier. He'll put on a couple of pounds in a couple of days.
That's it. That's all we eat. Fried food.
Yeah, good food, good beer.
Yeah, I heard the chicken's the bomb out there. That's what we heard. That he's gonna go instantly try the chicken spot.
Nashville Hot. I'm trying to remember the name of the place. I'll send it to you.
All right, because that's what like one of the places he wants to hit up. And then everybody's like, make sure you tip the singers because the singers don't get paid. They only make money by tips.
Tips. That's
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it'll be a good time for him.
I think he's gonna have a good time, personally.
Yeah. So he better. So don't fucking cause World War III yet, folks. But then again, we've got to get JC's opinion on this too for elections. We got mine and Gary's thoughts on which way the elections go, what would happen. What are your thoughts on it, JC?
I mean, if Trump wins, I'm like Gary on that. If Trump wins, she's gonna sign them. She's gonna verify it and certify it, whatever it is, and it's not gonna be pretty by no means, but she's gonna do it. If she wins, I got a feeling it's gonna be bad.
But it's not going to be conservatives out rioting and burning shit down.
Oh, no. That's going to be the liberals the far left's going to be burning towns. Poor Portland can't take another one.
Yeah, you're telling me, dude.
He lives out there.
Man, they can't take it. I mean, that was brutal.
It was fucking bad, dude.
Yeah, they can't take that. I mean, I don't know any places that can keep doing it. I mean, look at Colorado. Look at all these places. They're doing it on the places these far lefts that just don't care. I don't know what the deal is, but I'm pulling in Mississippi. Let's see how that.
Yeah, I mean, I find it funny that they're burning down their own cities, the cities that they live in, the people that they know who are running the businesses. It's crazy.
Yeah, all their food places. I mean, they destroyed. Like one guy watched his friends steal TVs from him in Portland, like running out. Like, hey man, that's my TV.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah. Just trying to steal stuff so we can put bread on the table as the excuses that the left used.
That was crazy.
So weird.
It is. How the fuck did I just pop out your message? Hold on. Give me 1 second here. I popped out your message somehow. Uh-oh. Gary, there we go. All right, so we got more election interference as well that I came across. And some people are saying it's not election interference, but I'm feeling like if you're stopping people from going in and voting, if you say voting stops at 4:30 or whatnot, that's when it stops. So the older millennial posted this. All right, here. Okay, please shutting down voting. Here we go. Let me pause this. Let me open this up wide over here. So they're shutting down. They're blocking people from going in and voting.
And they are ending the line.
So basically what they did is 2:41 early voting stops at 4:30. They're shutting down the line. So basically the rules are voting. If you're in line, they have to let you finish voting.
Right.
And then they can stop it. So at 4:30, they can put out that sign and say, okay, this is where the line ends at 4:30. Voting is now closed, and they got to finish up everybody in line.
Right.
They're not doing that. They're shutting down 2 hours early.
Are they shutting it down, or are they just putting where the line has to stop?
They're shutting it down, saying nobody else can come vote. The people that are in line, that's it. They're shutting it down 2 hours early. And by law, they can't. By law, you're supposed to be able to, like, say you go to vote, and we'll say the line's 3 blocks around to vote.
Yeah.
And voting stops, 8 p.m., I believe? 8 p.m. in some states on actual voting day.
Yeah.
And
7, 8.
Yeah. 7 or 8. And then if you are in that line at that time, at 7 p.m., we'll say that line is still 2 blocks around. They have to let everybody vote no matter what.
Yep.
They have to let them vote because they are in line. Now, if you showed up at 7:30 p.m., but voting stopped at 7, then they can say, I'm sorry, you didn't make it in time. Then they can turn you around. So what they're doing here is blocking people from voting because.
And where is this?
This one was, where was this one at? 1 second, let me see. Pennsylvania, where we had issues before with voting. So yeah, it's one of those things, man. That's very interesting. And that's not the only one. There's another one too, where a lady, I thought I shared it to you. That's what I was looking for. But there's another one with another lady. She goes in and does it. And they blocked her from voting. Let's see here. Did I just play that one? Capitol Police shutting down votings. Wikipedia is broken. Capitol Police hold casualty evacuation exercise. Yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene. And Marjorie Greene Taylor posted this. This is her official account. Capitol Police hold a casualty evacuation exercise at the Capitol with multiple helicopters last night. Stay with me on this. Trump told us to make it too big to rig. We are on our way to making that happen as long as everyone votes for Trump. But we are in danger of losing the White House with approximately 20 House seats literally too close. Without the House, we cannot pass critical legislation to bring forward our MAGA agenda. But also, if Democrats control the House, they will refuse to certify President Trump's election on January 6th. They already said they won't certify. And they have. There's audio of them saying they will not certify the election.
So what happens if they don't certify the election?
You don't have a president.
You don't have a president. And there will be lawsuits and stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's the House or the Senate that takes over. I can't remember. There's one of them that takes over until, I think it's like the Speaker of the House, if I'm not mistaken. Takes over.
If the Speaker of the House takes over, we'll be fine.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying, but they're not winning anything by that because I think it's the Speaker of the House. If I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong there, but.
All right, so Gary's did you already find it, Gary?
It's a change of command.
So while Gary's researching that, let's continue reading this. Leading into the election, just in the past few months, Democrats are making big moves to secure the Capitol in January for certification of the 6th. Last night, Capitol Police conducted a casualty evacuation exercise on the East Front with multiple helicopters. This comes after the DOD thing. This comes after the DOD signed off a military force to be used to assist police against the American people. Mayorkas designing January 6th as a special security event through Homeland Security. Mayor Browser of D.C. requesting security for the January 6th and announcement of fencing to be erected on January 5th through the 21st. While security is always important, Democrats are the party of riots, violence, and destruction. If they lose, they don't care about securing anything. They nearly burned down Washington on Trump's inauguration in 2017, rioted nightly during 2020, called us all Nazis and Trump Hitler for years, and shot Trump in the face. But they are ramping up mass security for the Capitol because they are planning to maintain control of the Capitol by winning the House. Trump's momentum is too big to stop, and we are watching the polls stopping the steal for Trump. But we are not doing the same thing for the critical House races. And if Trump wins the White House, Republicans win the Senate, but we lose the House, Democrats will build a fortress of resistance in the House. They will stop everything. They will impeach Trump again, and they will abuse every ounce of power that comes with the House of Representatives. And Democrats see all of us as the enemy. Make sure you vote all the way down the ballot for Republicans and don't skip voting. That came from Marjorie Greene Taylor.
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Oh, Michael Meyer says, in one of the boxes that was burnt, there was a camera right behind it.
Yeah, they supposedly got the car, make, model, everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Didn't they show a picture? Wasn't there a picture of a guy that was released? I'm not sure if it was him that did the burning, but
They know it's 2 guys, and they got the make, model. They're on to the people. That came across Fox News when I was watching this morning.
Interesting.
Or this evening, sorry.
live disconnected, couldn't connect, trying to reconnect now. We still live on TikTok, ladies and gentlemen?
Yep.
Looks like it.
Okay. All right. Good stuff. We didn't get banned. Okay, let's continue. All right, illegal voters cutting the line again. Look at this bullshit in Pennsylvania. So here's another Pennsylvania video. Let me go ahead and pause it, reset it. I have yet to see this video, so I'm seeing this for the first time with you guys. So I love everybody's opinion on this one once it plays.
No, they had these people. They had about 12 of them walked in. They were all foreigners, and then they took them up. These younger people helped them to fill out. They say vote PA today, and then they took them up, and somehow they beat a 2-hour line, and then they walked up. And the one lady, they were even asking her, they're like, "We don't have you in the system. Your name's not right." And they're like, "Oh, well, we'll take it back and change it."
Yeah.
How do you change your damn name?
Exactly. Yeah. Well, thank you.
So my guess is all these people over here. Jesus Christ, screw you. Okay, that made me jump, bastards. All right, hold on one second. Let me go fast forward. So I'm guessing all these people here are the ones that were standing in line waiting to go in and vote. And then these
they took
people
a
here,
group of people in to vote ahead
they
of
took
them.
a group of the illegals in to vote.
And this is in Pennsylvania.
This is in Pennsylvania, yep. And if I'm not mistaken as well, this is also Pennsylvania is currently having, that's where Trump is putting the lawsuit in right now.
Yep, it is.
I mean, the Electoral College is Republican, though, right?
I believe so, yeah.
So, I mean.
Oh, what's this one? I have not heard this one, so I'm not sure what news source this is. I shared it to you because this is in Ohio. All right, so this is Ohio Secretary of State. The Biden administration is blocking the state from accessing database that would help verify whether voters are U.S. citizens. Which we've already know about, so I'm not even going to play that. That one's already been well known.
So Dez is saying illegals can't vote. How
illegals can't vote, but they're allowing them to vote, Dez. That's the
so
problem.
My question is, if you're not verifying like ID, if you don't have to show your ID to vote,
they're verifying signatures.
So, but is that concrete? Like, can you just verify a signature? Like, seems pretty loose, right?
I can forge your signature.
You better not, fucker. No, I know. But it's like, but that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, legally they're not supposed to, but like, how do you prove, you know what I mean? It's like, if these people are just going to be counting ballots, they didn't verify any ID before you walked in. They didn't verify or check your ID before you voted. So wouldn't it be pretty easily to just throw a bunch of votes into a particular way?
Exactly. That's why it's not secure. It's not secure voting, because you should have. That's why I'm 100% for voter ID. I think listen, it costs $5 to $10 for you to get a state ID, right? And state ID, you have to verify citizenship. You got to have your birth certificate. You got to have an electrical bill, whatever, to verify who you are. I'm 100% for it. $5, $10 for anybody if they want to vote. Go get an ID. But here in Maine, I just learned when I went to vote, when I did my voting in person, voting early, I asked her, I said, "You guys need my ID?" She's like, "No." I'm like, "How are you going to know that it was me who voted? I verified my vote did count." She goes, "Oh, well, we matched it up with your voter ID card." So we signed a vote when we registered to vote, what we registered with on the card, they verify the signature.
Yeah, they have my driver's license, right? That's how I got mine. Well, that's how when I registered to vote, I had to put in my driver's license, my address, and all that stuff.
See, I didn't have to do none of that. Yeah. Which is crazy. See, some states are more secure than others, but yeah, that's why a lot of people are pissed off. Like the illegals, if you come in this country illegally, you shouldn't be able to vote. You're not an American citizen. The voting should just be solely for American citizens. We're voting for our next president of the United States. They're not voting for theirs. Theirs is in another fucking country.
So, I mean, just to go off of what Des is saying, like you need to have ID in order to get a ballot in general, right?
Right.
So how are illegals without ID getting a ballot?
They shouldn't be able to, but they're allowing them to. They're allowing them to come in and fill out the vote or anything. That's why Trump's suing Pennsylvania right now.
Is that what's happening?
Yeah, that's why Trump's suing them.
Right.
So yeah, there's a lot of
shouldn't be able to, but they are getting them anyways.
Exactly.
So that's obviously a problem.
And also, yeah, New York Times, by the way, is also launching a hit piece against 30 prominent conservatives, including Tucker, Benny, Tim Pool, Ben Shapiro, and others in an attempt to deplatform them on YouTube ahead of the election. Let's see. It says based on deplatform YouTube ahead of election based on so-called research by fraudulent organization Media Matters. So I'm not sure if that's for the stuff that they said where their shit was bought for. But here's a fun fact. So y'all know how like the white women are all about BLM and stuff like that, paying reparations and all that stuff.
Yep.
I want you to listen to this slip. This is Black Woman for Harris organizer.
All the trailer parks are all covered. All of the people up in West Virginia in the hills, they covered. They got them all the way there to Wall Street. He did that. And we sitting there talking about the white women. Fuck the white, excuse me. Forget.
Did you catch it? I don't think Gary caught it. Here, let me play it again. Listen closely.
Forget the white women. They're going to do what they want. What they want. The white women. Forget the white women. They're going to do what they want.
Wait, no,
forget the, excuse me. Fuck the white, excuse me.
You hear that? Fuck the white woman.
Fuck the white, excuse me.
She said she about ready to slip because she knew she was alive. She's like, fuck that. Oh, excuse me. Racial division, dude. This is what
I know there's racial
right?
division, but the racial division is on every fucking corner. White people are racist. Black people are racist.
But it's stronger now than ever, and it's being pushed now by mainstream media and politicians.
And I think it's identity politics, right? So they're making a huge push right now to
divide us.
And it's like, yeah, sure, that woman's racist or she doesn't like white women. The way I see it is just like, so what? Ignorant people are racist as fuck. And that's just what it is. And it's like, I know plenty of white people that are racist. I know plenty of Latinos that are racist. I know plenty of black people that are racist. But I also know a lot more people who are not.
Right.
And
I wanted to play just because it's someone that's black people for Harris or what a black woman for Harris. And it's just the racial division shit pisses me off.
Yeah, I think it's
one of my biggest fucking pet
like,
peeves.
Was it Denzel or there was somebody who said like if you want to stop
Morgan Freeman.
Oh, yeah, Morgan Freeman. Yeah, so if you want to stop racism, stop fucking talking about it all the time. And it's like the more we keep talking about it, the more we're fueling the fire. We're just pouring propane in the fucking fire. Like, it's out there, sure, but the vast majority of people I know they just like other humans. It doesn't matter, right? It's all about the content of the character. It's all about, is that person a good person or are they a shitty person? Period.
Oh, geez, that went over JC's face. Sorry, JC.
I was like, what in the heck is going on? I thought, what?
Yeah. I just think the racial divide, it's all part of the plan, right? They want to make everybody fired up and riled up. Everyone's the enemy. And it's like, that's not the case. Like, there's a lot of division right now, but I think that there's a lot of people who are not living online and they're living in real life and they're going out and they're talking to people and they're having interactions in person. They're not as fired up.
Right, exactly.
They're talking to actual humans and they're having conversations. See, I'm optimistic about all the shit. I know you're a doom and gloom, but like
not always doom and gloom, but
I think it's going to be chaos. I think, like I said earlier, this is a fucking paramount moment in American history, but I'm optimistic. I think people are going to learn to look past this and get past this, and we're going to be stronger as a nation, one way or the other. It's going to have moments of turmoil, and right now we're in one of those moments, but I'm an optimist, dude. I think things are going to be okay.
I don't know how you went from that when we were just talking about race division. But I do want to answer Des real quick. Des says she noticed more racism underneath the Trump administration. I think I started seeing racism kicking more during the Obama administration. For sure. That's when I believe when Obama became president, that's when people started getting more and more separated by color. And that's when the biggest race division, in my opinion, is when everything really flew up, is during the Obama administration.
I agree.
You agree with that one? The JC's starting to act like Zach. He's still doing his head bob like I'm just waiting for JC to say I agree with Gary. But
I'll just shut up. I'll just shut up for a minute then. I usually go on my stupid ass tangents. I'll just shut up.
Well, I'm going to play some because I'm going to videos we haven't seen yet. So apparently this video here is Trump's reaction to Kamala's speech tonight. And by the way, I will say, I firstly admit why is my phone going off? All right. When I first started watching this and I heard the crowd, because I didn't see the crowd, they weren't panning to the crowd. I looked at my wife. I was like, is this fucking fake? I'm like, are they literally fucking putting a fake crowd? And then they panned to the crowd. And I saw the crowd. But at first, I thought they were faking it with a crowd. But here's Trump's reaction to Kamala's speech. Oh, we're getting there, Rich. We're getting there.
Is she crazy?
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you so very much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Oh, too many thank yous.
About 20.
That must be 35.
Traveling from India to California with an unshakable dream to be the scientist.
You already tweeted too many thank yous.
Can we tell how many, Dan? How many people are watching?
She's talking about how great San Francisco was before she destroyed it. A lot of talk about childhood. We've got to get to the border, inflation, and crime.
He's not proposing a single policy. Not.
That was it. So Trump, just like every other politician, every rich person, got somebody doing all their tweets for him. But we now know he relays his tweets to his assistant. Who was it? Was that his daughter, actually?
I think that was his daughter, wasn't it?
I believe so. Oh, let's go back. Is that it? I got a better image of her.
I mean, he might be smart, but I'm sure he can't type that fast, dude.
Oh, hell no. No, he needed her because he was just setting up words and she was just fucking going crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah. Remember how we were talking about Russia?
Yeah.
So Russia successfully tested its nuclear missile that could allegedly reach Los Angeles in 30 minutes and Paris in 10 minutes. It's not his daughter, Des. That is some scary fucking shit right there.
And I will admit, Russia has some pretty fucking legit rocket technology.
If there's any country out there that scares the shit out of me, it is Russia. It is Russia because if Russia teams up with China, it wouldn't be pretty. Even if we'll say yes, everybody's like, oh, America's protected. America ain't protected. We got the Second Amendment, and there's a reason why we'll fight tooth and nail and die for the Second Amendment. Because there are more armed citizens, more veterans on American soil that will fight until their fucking last dying breath for the soil. I wouldn't put it past them to try at all if there was ever a weak-ass leader. If there was an extremely weak leader, I wouldn't put it past them. But they would test it with other countries first.
I mean, if anybody drops a nuke, it's the end of mankind. Because it's going to be tit for tat. Like, anybody drops a nuke, everybody's dropping nukes. And, I mean, if you have China, U.S., and Russia being nuked, like, I mean, it's over. Like, that's going to be a nuclear winter. We're fucked, the world.
Hey, Mark.
Yes, sir.
I agree with Gary.
You asshole.
Sorry, I was supposed to shut up. My bad. No.
If nukes get played, we're all fucked. I 100% agree with that. Yeah, we're all fucked if nukes start getting played. And I think a lot of world leaders do that, right? I think nukes are like that saying of my balls are bigger than your balls type of a thing. That's all the nukes are. It's a game of who's got the more nukes, and it's just used to threaten and to scare people.
Yeah.
Until it isn't, right?
Or that is
Until
true.
it isn't.
Going to use them though. I mean, does anybody really want to be wiped out? Everybody wiped off the earth? No.
No.
You feel so good.
And even if you got bomb shelters, even if you got nuke shelters, are you going to be able to survive in that nuke shelter for 30 fucking years before you can come up and start breathing? That's even if the air is cleared after 30 years.
Yeah.
Because what was it? Is that Japan? Isn't there a part of Japan that people still can't go to right now because of the nuclear plant? That
I think it's all fully developed over all that stuff now.
No,
I mean,
I
are you
think-
talking about Fukushima where the earthquake tsunami hit and broke down?
Yeah,
the
I don't
nuclear
think that's
reactors?
cleared out yet.
That might not be, but I thought you were talking about. So I misunderstood. I thought you were talking about like Nagasaki and the places that were nuked with the bombs.
Right. Well,
Most
maybe
places
it's
have fully been developed, but Fukushima, where the earthquake took out the nuclear reactors, I still feel like that is still probably not as inhabited. I'm turning into Mark.
You are just
Words
a little
are
bit
hard.
there.
I'm not even drinking.
You know
Damn.
What? You know what? I think you're turning into me because I'm about ready to play this wonderful clip here that we were all talking about where Kamala changes accent depending on where she's talking.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about, Mike.
Thank unions every day for the 5-day work week, for the weekend,
This one's labeled
for
white.
paid leave if you've got it. We still got work to do. You better thank a union member for sick leave. You better thank a union member for paid leave. You
Label
better
black.
thank a union member for vacation time. Let's just get through the next 64 days. And you all helped us win in 2020, and we're going to do it again in 2024. I love you back. Have you no empathy, man? You know, for the suffering of other people. Have you no sense of purpose? Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. The path may seem hard, the work may seem heavy, but joy cometh in the morning, and church morning is on its way. Thank unions every day.
Kamala the chameleon. That's what I consider now, the chameleon, because she's copying everything Trump does. The no taxes on tips. Trump came up with that first. All of a sudden, she's like, oh, that's working for him. I had to do no tax on tips. I was waiting for the no taxes at all, though, because Trump said he might have done it. I was waiting for her to say, all right, I'm going to take away all federal taxes from everybody. They don't have the balls for that. The Democrats won't do that. They need our fucking money to keep funding their damn wars.
She's just fucking cringy, dude.
Absolutely.
Like putting on the fake accent for wherever you are.
Don't make fun of her. Corey to look at.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, so we were talking about let's see. Oh, yeah, then there was...
Right, Corey, sure, bud. You keep lying to yourself.
So I think Corey's just making a joke.
Oh, I hope so. Fucking
Corey, I'm hoping I think he's making a joke. But yeah, so this one here we were just talking about just moments ago. This was a few hours ago. The RNC chairman, Michael Whatley, announced that Trump fans campaign has filed a lawsuit against the Bucks County for turning away voters. What we were talking about earlier, the voter.
Yeah.
So that is true. And then here we go. Joe Biden. Gary, I'm not sure if you saw this one yet. This is the last video I had. Then we'll just shoot the shit for a minute.
All right.
Joe Biden is using dehumanizing language towards 80 million Americans, calling Trump supporters garbage. He did this what he thought was a private setting. And yeah, listen to this.
Everything's private.
Or Puerto Rico, where I'm in my home state of Delaware. They're good, decent, honorable people. The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters. His demonization is seen as unconscionable, and it's un-American.
So we're garbage because we support Donald Trump.
Yep.
But they're supposed to be, he was supposed to unify us, wasn't he? If I remember correctly, let me go over to the 3-person screen over here. Wasn't Biden supposed to unify us?
Supposed to.
That's what he said.
That's what I thought, anyways. I thought he was supposed to, make us all come together.
Shit show supervisor.
I mean, it's crazy to me. This is supposed to be the party of unification. And then I see all the hate. I see more hate coming from the left. Like, I can share Trump memes, just funny, like little memes and stuff like that. And then I'll get attacked. I've been called an idiot. I've been called uneducated by my own family members. I ain't going to say who, because I don't want her bitching at me later when she's watching my clips from the video. But yeah, and she's called me an idiot. She's called me uneducated. And it's crazy. I will agree with you. The worst president in U.S. history is definitely Joe Biden.
100%.
I've already stated before, my business did a hell of a lot better underneath fucking Trump. My business was booming, money was making, customers were hiring us. And now because, the economy kind of sucks, they're not hiring us right now because, well, fuck, they're having their employees do it. And their employees that th're only putting on the bill for 15 hours so they can get more employees in there because of the cost of payroll. It's insane. Gary's so quiet. What's in your thought process right now, Gary?
No, I got distracted on X.
You got distracted on X? Of course you did.
Yeah, sorry.
So we're going to play a little game right now, JC,
right.
Since you're the fucking guy that's over here quiet. I'm about ready to pull up Polymarket, but before I do, what do you think is the percentage right now for Trump to win the Electoral College votes?
%48.
You're saying 48% for Trump to win the Electoral College? Gary, you already know the number, so I'm not going to ask you. Ladies and gentlemen,
those numbers, we don't know if how accurate those are or whatever. So.
Right, but
I don't ever believe the poll numbers.
Are you familiar with the Polymarket at all, JC?
No.
So the Polymarket is a betting system where people can place their hard-earned cash or their hard-earned crypto on placing a bet on who's going to win presidency as well as House and stuff like that, whether it be Republican, Democrat, and so forth. They've said that it's all overseas, but I figured out after doing some Reddit digs and stuff like that, come to find out you can vote on as American if you use a VPN and use your cryptocurrency. So your cryptocurrency is not tied to the U.S. or anything like that. So if you VPN to the country where you can place your bets, you can actually place your bets on this. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull it up over here. Give me 1 second. We're going to pull up the Polymarket.
I think if you do bets, I'm going to say 50. Well, I was going to say 58. I was like, because everybody can bet that.
Exactly. So yeah, they got Trump right now sitting at 66.3. It was in Kamala's favor. What, 2 weeks ago, Gary?
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, it was high in Kamala's favor, and now it's jumped up. Oh, we got somebody calling in real quick. Give me 1 second.
This is a call for. This is going to be one absolutely huge, epic phone call.
Oh, really?
Give me 1 second. I'm going to start ringing his phone. He's a busy man,
You need to get
trying to save the world.
That's what they hear when they call in.
Time to bring him.
Come on, let me accept it. Caller, we're going to have to call you back, I think. All right, give me 1 second. I'm going to call the caller back because I know who they were. And that was kind of funny. I would have loved to hear what they have to say. Give me 1 second. We're going to call them now. Line 2. All right, calling them now. Caller, we're calling you back. I hate that it doesn't ring straight through the... All right, Marty, you called in, sir. For some reason, it didn't let us connect to you. What's going on?
Oh, Friday.
Hello?
Is this thing working?
It is. We can hear you now, sir.
Okay. What the fuck?
What the fuck what?
I'm here watching for the last hour. I think I've heard JC say 10 words the whole show.
My bad, brother. My bad. I'll do better.
I know.
Brother.
I was hoping JC was going to go on a rant too, but yeah, he's been quite quiet during the whole show.
I know. That scares the hell out of me.
Hey, I asked you questions when I was.
JC, let me ask you this.
I mean, if I had a woman on the show, he'd probably be hitting on her the whole time.
Yeah.
Probably.
You just got to put one under his desk.
He would be. He would be asking for Monica Lewinsky favors.
Right. JC, I want your opinion. Can you hear me?
He can hear you.
Okay. JC, this is just your opinion. If Kamala or Trump wasn't running, who would you want to be president?
Phew, I mean, well, I didn't know anything about him before his little speech or the vice president debate. I tell you what, J.D. Vance, if Trump gets in, J.D. Vance is going to get in after him. He's going to get DeSantis as his VP, and it's going to be a while before we get out.
You sure it's going to be that, or you think he might pick Vivek as his VP?
I don't know, man. I like Vivek, but I tell you, that J.D. Vance, he was good. I liked him.
He's a smooth talker.
He is.
Yep.
He seems well educated, and he's so young.
Yep. I mean, as soon as it started, I told my wife, I was like, "Oh, he's good." I was like, "Now he's somebody I can get behind."
Well, actually, if Trump wins, he may become the president.
Yeah, man, that's a good opportunity. Yeah, I believe that.
That is true, yeah, because if Trump wins, they could still lock him up because he's still got his sentencing to come up after the election.
Correct. The fucking freaks out there could attempt on his life. They've already tried twice.
That is true, too.
So we don't know what's going to happen. Everything's up in the air right now.
Right. Well, since you're on the phone, Marty, we'll ask JC this question, too. JC, you're on a remote island with Rosie O'Donnell and Nancy Pelosi.
God.
And you have to appropriate with one of them because you gotta build the population up. Which one do you choose and why?
I think he just threw up in his mouth a little bit.
I think I saw a little bit dribble out there.
Man, I'm going to say Rosie O'Donnell, I guess.
What's your reason behind Rosie O'Donnell?
She ain't ever had a man before.
Okay.
Apparently he's not into wrinkles.
Oh, my God.
Oh, shit. That was good. You got any other questions there, Marty, for anybody? Or even more for JC?
What about you guys? What about Gary? Who would you pick?
What's the question?
If it wasn't Kamala or Trump, who would you pick?
I mean, so there's three in my mind. Like, I didn't like Vivek initially. I was very skeptical of him, but he's definitely won me over throughout this campaign. But the fact that RFK and Tulsi have both left the Democratic Party because they see how psychotic it's become. I mean, either one of them would be great, in my opinion. I like Tulsi because she's got good military experience, and I believe that she would do a good job. She's a leader, and I like RFK's principles on some things, not everything, but just the fact that he's all about making America healthy again, and he's got a big push for clean food and fitness. Means a lot to me.
Womp womp.
Yeah, go fuck yourself, Mark.
What's that, Mark?
Mark just doesn't like any time I bring up fitness because he's a lazy piece of shit.
Oh.
Mark can't do push-ups like he used to, so he's mad about it.
What do you mean? He's never been able to do push-ups.
He thought he could when he was in his 20s.
Why do you think he got kicked out of the military?
Oh, fuck. Screw you, Marty. Oh, shit. You know what, Marty, just for that?
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
Oh, you and your coconuts.
Oh, shit.
Great show, by the way, gentlemen. Great show. Have fun.
Appreciate it, Marty. All right, Marty, you have a phenomenal day.
See you, Marty. Love you, man.
I don't know, Marty. Who's Marty? Is that one of your TikTok buddies?
Marty's awesome. Personal friends with him. We got phone numbers and stuff like that. Marty's the one that wants to fly me out to Florida to freaking set up all his audio equipment.
Oh, nice.
And his system. And I can't. So. But yeah, Marty's cool shit. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to call in right now, now's the time to call into the show as we're just shooting the shit real quick. JC, we're going to, after election, we'll have some better conversations here. Maybe we'll open JC up a little bit so he can actually, talk.
He said no.
No, I'm here saying
The timing of you're like,
wait,
nah, fuck that.
Hold on. I think if you listen closely, if JC's wife's in there, she's under the desk. You can actually hear everything. It's going. That's what's going on over at JC's side, right? Fucking classic.
Oh my God.
Fucking classic.
The
Let's
timing
go.
is perfect.
Oh man.
No
was
wonder
great.
you've been so quiet.
Right? No
It's all
wonder.
making sense now.
He's been quiet and a big old smile on his face. Yeah. He's rocking it out there.
That's right.
That fucking Blue Chew's working good for JC, y'all.
I don't know what Zach's problem was.
It never started working.
Oh shit! What was that at? I got to make sure that gets clipped. That's 100% getting clipped. That is so getting clipped. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a great fucking reel on Facebook, fucking Instagram, and TikTok. We're going for that one. Oh man, there's a ransom on that clip, just so you know.
Out there, it'd be awesome.
Yeah, JC's about it. Is the wife. Oh shit, ladies and gentlemen, listen. After election, we'll get into some good shit. We'll get some good talks. We'll get JC to talk about more about fucking hunting. We will get back into talking about ghosts and aliens and all the weird ass news out there. It's just right now we are at the most critical point that we have in our country. And depending on where you want to go, and you want America healthy, you want America wealthy, you want America safe, you've got to vote for Trump. And if you haven't voted yet, get out there and vote tomorrow. Find out where you can vote early and fucking cast your vote. Because I'm telling you, on election day, they can do anything. I'm telling you, look at all those ballots that arrived at 2:00 in the fucking morning in 2020. Those 2 a.m. ballots that just magically appeared, and Joe Biden's numbers fucking soared. Oh, fucking, they soar bad. We will be live on election day, folks. On Tuesday, we will be live. I will have the phone number up because I want people to call into the show. Oh, JC froze. Look at the way he froze, though. I think he just released. I think he just released. But listen, we will have the phone line open. And when y'all are over at your voting polls on election day, I would love for people to call in and let us know how the lines look over there. Country singer, we were talking about the ballot boxes getting burned at the beginning of the show. Yeah, JC, we were just talking about you. Yeah, see, now we wondered why you're frozen. I just figured that, looking at your face there, the wife may have got a mouthful. And you just had to get off for a moment to clean up. We get it.
Yep.
You got that towel right on standby. We understand, JC.
Freeze frame.
Yeah, there he goes. Boom, he popped off.
He'll be back. Or Willie. Who knows?
You like that? The Rutgers Military College. That is awesome, country singer. Yeah, military college is pretty good. Definitely look into it. If you can get into the military college, that'd be fucking phenomenal. But Gary, go ahead. Why do you want to vote for? Why would you want to see RFK in again?
So you can go and fuck yourself, Mark. That's 100% why.
Country singer, I'll be honest with you. I can't tell you what college for you to look at. I can tell you military colleges would be great. But I, for one, never went to college. I grinded really hard for me starting up my own business. And I was a high school dropout. And I got my GED to enlist into the military. And literally, my recruiter took me into a place in North Berwick, Maine, to get my GED in one day. I went in, took the test, passed. God knows even if I truly did pass, because recruiters can do some major fucking magic, right? So I don't even know if I truly passed my GED. But I got my GED, and then I shipped off within like fucking 15 days after getting my GED. I was off to fucking basic training. And the funny part is, the funny story on that one was my wife thought I was going down to MEPS to just look at jobs to see what they offered me for jobs. That's all she thought I was down there for. She didn't think of anything else. I went down to MEPS. I signed my contract and everything that day without the wife knowing. I came home and looked at the wife and I said, I ship out in 2 weeks. Yeah, I kind of pulled a dick move on that one. Oh, welcome back, JC. I see you got cleaned up.
Walmart Wi-Fi. That's a Mississippi hotspot. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you had to clean up. We understand. You got to get that mess cleaned up after all that. You get a phone call after this from JC with his wife bitching at me.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Oh, Lord have mercy. But no, we're just telling everybody the importance of fucking going ahead and voting out tomorrow and shit like that. So we're going to wrap up here. We've been going live for about 2 hours. But we will, after election, folks, we'll be going live with a lot more funner shit. Unless shit really pops off and then we start seeing riots and stuff. And then we'll be going live for a lot of that shit too and talking about the riots. Because I'm sure the riots will be quite fucking brutal, but interesting. And I mean, this is the last election you'll probably see like this in our lifetime.
Yep.
Hopefully,
yes. And regardless of either way that it goes, it will be messy. Regardless of either way it goes, it will be messy. Whether it's messy with courts, because if Trump gets elected, you know they're going to try to impeach him.
Oh, 100%.
They're going to try impeaching him. We were just talking about he's still going to get sentencing, whether or not they try throwing him in jail after he gets elected. And if they do that, you throw a person who's an elected president in a jail. That's going to be some interesting play. Like, how are they going to do that? He obviously has to serve his time, right? Because
never been president before.
Right. I know that. No shit. But I'm just saying, like, it's just
a presidential pardon.
Like, I don't think he can yet. After you become an elected president, you still didn't get sworn in until January 6th.
Right.
Mm.
So you got to go all the way to January 6th. So now, technically, I guess he could still get sworn in behind bars. JD Vance will be standing president or acting president as Trump is behind bars. And then JD Vance goes ahead and pardons him. And then Trump gets out of jail and then becomes the new standing president.
Or they push off the court date till February something, and then
I'm gonna agree with Gary on that one again, Mark. You just went left field on what you.
What did Gary say?
Huh?
They delay the court dates.
Yeah, they delay the court dates. But
that's a far left winger judge. You think he's going to delay the court dates?
That's lawyers. I mean, it's law. You can push anything back.
You can, but we'll see. They kept pushing it forward already. They've already pushed it up till after election. So could that be their last play? Listen, I'm thinking of all the random fucked up shit. Maybe I'm going a little far right on it, but
you went way out there.
Listen. I'm just saying it's a possibility. It's a possibility. I've got some weird thoughts. Leave me alone.
Yes, you do.
It's just like Gary got some shit on YouTube. And people give me shit because you were mocking my fucking hat, you dick.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Those people obviously don't know that all we do is talk shit to each other.
Gary's made a comment how filthy he's like, you can't be that patriarch with a filthy hat like that. And I told him, well, I work for a fucking living.
I saw that. I think I saw that.
You saw that clip? Oh, yeah. That one's on YouTube. And people are like, well, that guy needs a shot. They're giving Gary so much shit.
You guy's a dick.
Whatevers.
Regardless, folks, I guess what my last comment of the day would be is obviously do blue chew like JC because it's working the fuck out. You also saw his wife popping up. But as well as get out there and vote fucking early. The voting needs to be done. Most important election of our lifetime. You got to get out there and vote. If you can't vote early, make sure you're out there. Just because it looks like Trump's doing good right now they keep saying it, you got to make it too big for them to rig. And then we'll go over to Gary. Let's see what Gary's got today.
Well, in memory of Zach.
Oh, dear God.
Always wipe front to back.
Aw, so sweet. That it?
That's it.
That's all you got? All right.
Get out and vote, work out, eat healthy. Don't be a bitch.
I'm about ready to ask JC for his final words, but I think we lost him again.
He froze again.
Oh, JC, you need better Wi-Fi. I know. You'll get better Wi-Fi underneath the Trump economy. This Biden economy is even killing your Wi-Fi. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll leave JC on his lovely smile over there, and we'll hit the outro. Just leave it like this, Gary, on the outro. Let's go.
You've You've been listening to The Mark G Show. You may know them from their political commentary, but there's a lot more to the fellas than politics. And that's why we created this show. We hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like, rate, and review. We'll be back soon. But until then, make sure to reach out on social media.
We're going to pause here. What's your final words, JC?
See y'all next Tuesday for drinking, JC.
Yeah.
Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok at The Mark G Show. And to email the show, it's on air at themarkgshow.com. Take care, and we'll see you next time on The Mark G Show.
Get Blue Chew. Get Blue Chew, by the way, because it also works with JC. We'll catch y'all later.
Absolutely.
Give it 1 second. Let me and
Trying to get a
TikTok
Blue
here.
Chew sponsor or what, dude?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I bet you they pay well.
I mean, they make a fuck ton of money.